How's it going, everybody? I know we cashed y'all some winners last week on the show. We had a really good football run, and we're back again to give you two more college football free picks right here on the Ben Burns Report. Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm your host, Allie Burns. Ben regrets he can't be here with us today. He's grappling in Guatemala. However, he does send his warmest regards, as well as one of his best free picks, and then one of his son William's best free picks also. Now, remember, William gave us that Colts +8 last week on the show. It was his first pick on the Burns Report, and he is now 1-0. He's kicking butt over at Sports Memo. More on him later. We're going to start off with Ben's best bet. Before we do, if everyone could just jam on that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. That way, you never miss any of our free picks. Okay, so first game we're looking at is Utah State at UConn. Now, UConn has not been off to a great start. We get that. They're 0-4. But Ben and I are looking, and we think this is a great spot for UConn to come back and get the job done. Now, they've got 8 games remaining this season. Okay, now one of those games is going to be in Tennessee. So we're going to mark that off as a loser right there. Okay, that leaves us with 7 games, and they need to win 6 out of those 7 to be eligible for a bowl game. We don't necessarily think this is going to happen, but we do think that the Huskies are going to try. Now, they've played Utah State before. Last year, they played them in UConn. In UConn. Last year, UConn played Utah State in Logan. They gave them a whooping, gave them all they could handle, and we think they're going to take advantage of this matchup that they are familiar with, and now they're on their home turf. Now, they've got to be looking ahead also. They've got Boston College coming up and James Madison. Well, those aren't the toughest competition out there. They are going to be kind of hard for the UConn Huskies to beat. Now, we also want to take a look at Utah State. They are 1-3. They're off back-to-back losses, and their lone victory was a home victory against Idaho State. So Utah State is not kicking anybody's butt super hard this year. I mean, I guess unless you're Idaho State, we'll give them that one. Also worth noting, in week 5 to week 9, the Huskies are 6-2 against the spread. So a little bit of history there on that one as well. This game is a must win for the Huskies, and we say take the 5 points or however many more you can get with the UConn Huskies when they play Utah State on Saturday. All right, that's your first pick. Let me tell you about Ben's promo. Ben is crushing it. #1 NFL handicapper over at WagerTalk since Christmas. He enters Monday Night Football with a 9-1 NFL record since the start of week 2. Now, use the promo code BURNSFB, okay? BURNSFB, and you can get his NFL and college football season passes. Remember last week we were talking about 30 days of NFL, 30 days of college football? Well, if you snoozed, you lost. Now we're doing this promo. It's the whole season of both sports for $749. So check that out. Okay, so now let's ship it on over to William Burns. Now, he is 16-5 since joining Sports Memo. He's 100% on his 5% plays, and he's already got one of those 5% plays up at the site over at sportsmemo.com. So go check him out and pick you up a premium there. Now, for his free pick, we're going to be looking at Georgia at Auburn. Now, Georgia has really found their groove. Remember, these are back-to-back champions that are going for a three-peat. And at the beginning of the season, everyone was questioning, is their quarterback, Carson Beck, going to be able to live up to all of the hype? Is he going to really make this team function on all cylinders, make their offense function on all cylinders? Well, so far, the answer is yes. Georgia is 4-0, and last week he torched UAB with 336 passing yards and 4 complete touchdowns. So Beck is looking good, is what we got to say there. Now, the other thing that happened last week with Georgia's win is that head coach, I'm sorry, y'all, I just can't talk today, can I now? No, I can't. Their head coach, Kirby Smart, he passed Nick Saban on the all-time win, what is it? The record for the most wins through 100 games. He passed Nick Saban. He has 85 games. So that was a really big one. And then Auburn finally lost that last week. That's another thing that we've got to talk about. It was about time because really, William does not feel that this team is very talented, especially considering that they're in the SEC. They barely beat Cal, and they've just been exposed by A&M, who had to put in their backup quarterback for most of the game. Auburn just is not on the level of Georgia, and Georgia is about to show them that firsthand. So the back-to-back champs, like I mentioned, they're looking to three-peat it this year, and there's no better way to prove how good you are than to go into Auburn and obliterate them on their home turf. So it's going to be a good one, but we expect the Bulldogs to prevail, put on a little bit of a clinic, and be the winners as they dominate the game, not only offensively, but defensively as well. We're going with the Georgia Bulldogs minus 14 points when they play Auburn on Saturday. All right, those are your 2 free picks from your 2 free Burnses. You guys head over to wagertalk.com and sportsmemo.com if you're looking for their premium plays. If you're looking for me, I'll be back tomorrow right here on the Ben Burns Report. Good luck, everyone.